346 of the Terrell Effect. And what better way to celebrate such a momentous occasion than with multi-platinum recording artist Big V of the Nappy Roots?
Uh-huh. What's
Uh-huh.
happening? Nin.
Is it? Is it? From we go from Canada to Kentucky. We all over the place, man. Like I got to shout out the VGN for making this connection. Shout outs to your team for making the connection.
Oh yeah.
We here now. I gotta go back to the first instance of me hearing this voice that is, to the best of my knowledge, one of the most recognizable voices in the game right now, according
Yes,
to
sir.
yes, you know what I mean, information that I have received from your team as well, and just recognizing it myself. You know what I mean? But like, what went into cultivating that voice? How did you develop that sound?
Well, I come from a church background
Okay.
and segregation in the wino street. My daddy drank. So with the gospel and good liquor and in a segregated life of low income, comes this sound. Can you imagine them? Like
Okay.
a Leandra Johnson slammed in a Barry White, listening to Marvin Gaye. And, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, back in the 80s was no rap. My Tupac and Biggie was Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yes,
And,
sir.
and grew up on Jim Croce and Fleetwood Mac and big records, country music, man.
Yeah.
And then,
Okay.
then that voice just it started a beatbox. I was at Boys Club.
The back.
And it was, I,
Okay. Yes. The break.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Oh man. All right.
So, junior high hit. We watching Big Daddy Kane. We seeing Disorderlies. This 1988 now. Um, I'm doing radio interviews and freestyles up Western at the college. I'm in talent shows. So the voice was golden, man, except for I played power.
Okay.
And with that became popularity and more people would hear the voice. I didn't really care about the ball.
Okay.
And, got out of high school like everyone else. Went to college, had a kid, come back home after, a little while. Signed a record deal with Atlantic.
Mm.
And start touring with 8 Ball, MJG, Trick Daddy, Chillin' Circuit, and then All Now, Hell Now. We brought MTV back to Kentucky.
Oh boy, let's stop there for a moment. Thank you, Kimmy K. She said Big V is awesome and salute.
Right on.
Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, that song was pivotal, is still pivotal in my mind, because you have, I mean, let's take it around those times. You have your East Coast, your West Coast, and then you have the emergence of the Midwest Dirty
Oh yeah.
South. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? And the Midwest Dirty South had their same East Coast West Coast conflict, because mid
Yeah.
was Midwest South, or was Midwest Midwest, or was South Midwest, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everybody
Yeah.
was trying to cultivate their own sound at the same time. And then like I know, like I was like, yeah, I heard the East Coast West Coast because I had to. It was commercial, it was everywhere. But then
Yeah.
when you hear like the 8 Balls and the MJGs and the Ludacris and the Pimp C's, and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the and you heard, but then you heard Nappy Roots, and it was just like, okay, oh no, hell, yeah, like it was
Yeah.
the music,
The boys from the middle
yeah,
America. Yeah.
yeah, the country boys on the side, you know,
Yeah. Linked up with Jazzy Faye, you
yeah,
know,
oh, that's
and met him along the way. He gave us the ghetto pass in Atlanta.
yeah,
As far as folk were like, man, I love that beat Jazzy Faye. I was like, I ain't never worked with him that way. But he got on the hook and gave us that ghetto pass, and you put Jazzy and Vito in the same song. like at that time, we was just branding Nappy Roots. I wasn't branding myself. And it was the first time a record deal had been in Kentucky and nobody had seen anything like it before. You know, we didn't have Puffy or Dr.
Mm,
Dre or nobody. You know, we didn't have a radio station. And
okay.
yeah, so meeting Jazzy Faye and he was singing hoes in the club, show love, shaking that ass in the club, nigga, what? And it was Memphis and Atlanta. And then we were like, you know, being from the top of the South or the bottom of the Midwest, or wherever you consider Kentucky, it borders 5 states. So it take on 5 different meanings already.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so Jazzy gave us that ghetto pass, you know, all now, hell now, boy. Y'all don't know, them country boys is on the ride. And he was, you know, that.
Yep.
And then, and then the second single, recorded in St. Louis. I was there visiting my son on a cold night. And I came up with these words all my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we, and the first 500,000 copies was just me singing on it. I met Anthony Hamilton the day of the video shoot.
Okay.
And yeah, he said, V, did you like what I done on that there? I said, no. He looked at me, I said, I loved it, man. And then
No.
we bonded. Yeah, from there, man.
Yeah, that another song that resonates with me because I mean, at that time, even to now, we're still dealing with those financial jugglings. You know what I mean? You have what you need, but still need what they say you should have, and you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
the
man. So at
yeah,
that time, man, Anthony, man, Jermaine Dupri was ready to do business. And we didn't sign Anthony as a solo artist. Mistake, being green, rookie. Didn't know
yeah,
what we were doing. And then I ran into Andre Harrell. He was like, boy, you did it your first try. I know you got all the money. How you eating? What you know? And I was like, whoa, baby, I'm with the clique right now. I didn't know I was supposed to go solo after the second verse. Jeezy did it when he left the Hot Boys,
yeah,
first verse, right?
yeah. Luda did it
Yeah,
with the DTP. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah,
So so by the second single, after Watermelon Chicken and Grits, before I
yeah,
could drop the next album, Ludacris named his Chicken and Beer. And then, Nappy Roots got further and further away from Kentucky. The group moved to Atlanta, second album in LA. So it was always uncomfortable. I never got Kanye West was opening up for us at that time. And John Legend was opening up for him. So I wasn't ready to be the king yet. They were from cities, and I was
mm.
just learn and get my feet wet at those times.
Okay, okay, okay. So, all right, that's interesting. I didn't like. I knew this kind of thing existed, but I thought it was just I want to say at this level. I didn't know like at that magnitude you still had those kinds of juggling, so to speak. In
Oh
the
yeah.
sense, okay, all right,
So now at this time, man, you got regular life. You got friends that ain't your friends no more, and family that ain't your family no more. And the only
yeah,
people you with is the cats around you, which is Nappy Roots, and they seeing your ups and downs. And if you watch the NWA, I'm more like the Dre or the Ice Cube of it. Well, more actually both. And Skinny was more like Easy and Jerry
mm,
Heller, Skinny, Mike Kern.
yeah,
So at this time, me, I was a cannabis guy before I was a rapper. So
yeah,
as long as I had that part of it, I missed the other money. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. You had your end. You can make your end, so you weren't really watching the rest.
Right.
Yes,
So yeah, I went through some life things. I was like, hey boy, it's time to give me my money that I ain't collected. What? Like, I'm like,
okay,
well, we let you go in the office. You can't get a deal now without that shit I'm gonna say. Now go get the money.
Mm,
And guys, your voice all over it, and he feel like it still ain't yours. And with an Atlantic budget we had together, and I was like, boy, it ain't like you invested. We got here because of this. So, so Nappy Roots took a falling out. I went home to raise my kids.
okay.
Like after that, I had went to Florida, man. I had a new record deal. We're getting ready to drop a new album. Then my kids, mother left my kids at my mother's house and never looked back. So the last 10 years, I've been raising kids as a single dad with all custody. And now I'm an empty nester. Now it's time to get back to work.
I wanna revisit those last three sentences because I don't think we as men get the credit that we deserve for being good parents on our own. And that's not to take credit away from the women that are doing it, but you don't hear about the single fathers that are doing. I remember Method Man said one time, I find the media funny, to paraphrase. I could spit up in the air and it would land on me and everyone would talk about it, but no one would tell anybody about the fact that I'm funding my son's football team and paying for their equipment and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
all
mean?
that, like
All
that. But what was funny about it, OG, was all my kids are all American high school ball players. So they were paying us to go, you see what I'm saying, to bring the other kids in. And I was like, other parents like, what y'all paying? I was like, if you good, they pay you. And if not, you're gonna probably want to work on the credit score or some other thing.
um,
And so I started working with the Light of Chance, the Breathe program, teaching kids identity. And you can be more than just a rapper or what they showing on TV. 9 times out of 10, those guys are fanatics and phenoms.
yep, yep. I mean, the the way the industry's even changed because of technology. I mean, like you were saying, in the like the Marvin from, could you imagine now? And you can see the numbers now, but like what a Marvin Gaye or a Michael Jackson would do in a time like now.
Oh man, the numbers wouldn't be fair; it'd be ridiculously outweighed.
They're still not fair. They're still
No, no,
just
no. Oh man, it's just a different time. Like
yeah,
being downloaded 11 million times illegally, and now they got a way to track those records. They never played Nappy Roots much in New York or out in California. I can't imagine now getting the spins that the other guys getting at this point. That's why I'm back at it.
Big V, man. I'm telling you, I wanna hail you up for coming back to the scene and doing what you know you're good at, man. Because I'm telling you, I don't want to discredit anybody because art is art and it's defined by the artists, right? It's received by the I lost you there. It's received by the viewer or the listener, but it's subjective, right? But
Mm,
there's a lot of stuff out there right now that I can't really listen to because it's just I don't get anything out of it. There's no vibe. There's no. It's
cat
like
can't be fooled by a kitten, can it?
no, no
And
kidding.
and that's the way I feel. I come back to give you another watermelon chicken and grits now with this new project that I have. Um, yeah, the first mixtape now is called the Five Mic Mixtape. You remember how UGK dropped Riding Dirty and it was just needed no video. It was that music you would mow grass to obtain.
Yeah.
This that kind of project.
Okay. Okay.
This that kind of project. And I'm still got those big old hooks. Like I'm gonna shoot my jumper. I'm gonna shoot my jumper. Watch me shoot my jumper. Man, I'll shoot my jumper if I miss rebound. Block out and rebound.
Mm,
Hustle rebound.
mm,
Just rebound. And
yeah. Yeah.
those kind of, suck MCs. They call me Sire to burn my kingdom. You must use fire. My loud is strong, but my rap game higher. It won't stop rocking till I retire. Whoa, they bump me like powder, and they say I give them power. It's a Bowling Green swagger. Vito's just batter. Mara's day of my time. Prince of my revolution. If I write in cursive, it only comes out acoustic. Winos hear me rap. They gotta hit the bottle. I'm Ali of rap. Kentucky's head honcho. The lyrics is lightning. The flow make it thunder, knock a over too. Clean over yonder. If you hear me growling, you see what I'm saying?
Hey,
Do,
okay, okay.
do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? This is like the Greek freak. This is gonna be fun. And
Okay.
good things minds are not like athletes. You can let it set a while. So
Yep.
I've had a long time to think about it, man. And so I created a QR code and a QA code where you scan with your phone. And we just put the QR code on gummy bears or reefer or you see what I'm saying? A vape pen or whatever you're gonna use.
Yep.
And now $20 from 5,000 people on a scale like that.
That's a good scale. That's a good scale.
Yeah, and if you want a whole juice, we can do that too. So
Mm-hmm.
now we teaming up with the dispensaries and just going and doing day parties. And,
Okay.
and you dig it?
That's what you see. See, now there's a way to go about things where you can do what you want to do and
Mm-hmm.
still do what you need to do without getting in trouble.
Oh
I gotta,
yes, sir.
I gotta pause this for a second. Okay, yesterday I've developed. Okay, actually, this year I've developed a mantra that I'm not the one, and it's not today.
Uh-huh.
Anytime some bullshit or some stress hits my way, I am not the one, and it is not today. Okay,
Not today. Not
not
today.
today. Yesterday, I went out to a performance out in Hamilton at Bridgeworks. I was performing with Rabbit Gang, Pluto Han,
Oh my.
Cone, Swish Styles,
Okay.
uh, and who else? Jacoby was on stage.
Uh-huh.
Ezra had a song on the set, but he wasn't there. Johnny Armani could have been in the building. Man, there's a list of people I want to, you know what I mean, talk about. And Young Craze, we got something special for him. But
Yes.
either way, on stage with them. And then, no, before I got there though, we went to get some food. Like half an hour before set, went to get some
Yeah.
food. So 2 minutes from this venue, I'm there driving. You know what I mean? It's not like
Uh-huh.
I'm not whipping or nothing because it's only 2 minutes. Driving nice and smooth. As I pull into the drive-through, fam, do I not get cut off by two cruisers? One in
Yes.
front of me, one behind me. I said,
What
hold
they
on a
want.
second. I said, hold on a second though. I'm looking at them. I'm like, I'm checking myself. I'm like, y'all ain't got nothing on you, right? Like, nah, they put on their seatbelts. I'm like, okay, a little late for that, but whatever. So I give him the authoritative look. I'm looking at him
Uh-huh.
like, what are you doing here? I said, can I help you, officer? Oh,
Uh-huh.
well, it just so happens that a blue Elantra was stolen from around the corner and you happen to come off the street. I said, are you kidding me? My car fits the description now?
Uh-huh.
I said, he's like, I know, because I've been on the phone with the office of the premier every week for the last 13 years.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna hear about this on Tuesday.
Oh my.
they're gonna
Oh
hear
my.
about they're gonna hear
Big
about it on
time, man.
Tuesday. So
Big
then
time.
so then he's like, I just need to see your insurance, your ownership, and then I'll be on my way. I pull out the ownership. I said, okay, so we're done for the weekend, right? Like I can actually drive now
Uh-huh.
because this
This
come
is
on,
all point bulletin, right?
this come on now. This
Yeah.
is ridiculous. You well and know once you run my plate who I talk to when I talk to them, and you're gonna pull this
Yeah.
shit. So then they
Yeah.
pulled off. They left me alone. I said I turned to my passengers. Jacoby was in the car with me. Oh man, he just recorded this track called Mr. Faithful. Mr. Fuck around and find out.
Uh-oh.
I engineered it. Oh bro, telling you, fire. So
Uh,
I turned back to him and I said, you know what that proves, right? He's like, what? I said, I am not the one, and it is not today. I drove out the drive-through. We got our
not the
food.
one and not today.
Not the one and not today, bro.
Not the one and not today.
We need to adopt that mantra. We sometimes we run headlong into that bullshit. It's like, not my ducks, not my.
Man, positive energy. Hey, man, that's why I microdose mushroom about a
Mm,
gram a day and start in the morning and put it in my coffee. And
yep,
it lines everything up.
yep.
And man, I suggest it.
I had a microdose yesterday before I went on stage actually because I managed. Well, at the show there was like 12 of them,
Uh-huh.
so I was responsible for making sure the video got filmed while I was on
Oh
the
my.
stage.
Yeah,
The
you
I had
needed
to
the
make
microdose.
I had to herd all the lions to get them to the stage. You know what I mean?
Oh my.
Make sure everybody was like had their what they needed before they got on stage.
Uh-huh.
I was down there 2 hours before everybody else because I knew if someone wasn't there, they would have dragged their ass
Mental
to me.
health.
All
I
due
know
respect,
about it all. I
they
know
know it.
about it all.
They themselves know it. You know what I mean?
It was 6 of us, 5 cars. I know all about it.
See what I'm saying, fam? So you know what I mean? And we had, I think we at the end of the night, by the end of the night, we had 4 or 5 cars down there. Yeah. So yeah, it was the Robbie G show. Oh, actually, it was a Mad Child show, and Robbie
Hmm.
G had invited the Rabbit Gang to perform. So we're kind of, you know what I mean, networking and bridging the gaps, so to speak, between like Niagara and some of the other areas where I'd liken Niagara to like the Midwest, the South.
Man, you have to come out, man. We're gonna do some shows together. I'd come out there and hang out with you. Drop
I'm
a
down for
tape,
that.
and I know y'all got the best strands. Let's put
Oh,
our name on one of them and let's ride around and push a dispensary.
I am all the way down for that. I even know a dispensary that's about an hour from where I live, but
Mhm.
they have a good pull. So they have people that drive from like an hour, 2 hours away to go there.
Let's
So
let's figure out how to make a daytime thing of it,
all right,
and make it low hanging fruit. Worry about it, and we just go do it.
all right, all right. Say less, fam. Say
Yeah, you
less.
know me. I represent the say lessers. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. That's what the
I'm
young boys tell me. Yeah, that's what they say.
yo.
Yeah.
My daughter came at me the other day. Was like, "Dad, you have no Riz." I'm like, "What? There's Ritz in the cupboard." What are you talking about? She's no, she said Riz, Dad, Riz. I'm like, what is that? And then she actually put me on game. I'm just like, oh, okay,
I got an
okay.
18-year-old, and the slang changes every Tuesday.
Oh,
Facts, daddy. Facts, daddy. I
yeah,
said, does that mean reality? Yeah,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like I said, all right, I guess I can dig it. I can
yeah,
dig it.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but yeah, man, let's do that, man. But I got some great music coming,
yeah,
and owning a dispensary and thinking with total mental health. Everybody that I met is dealing with something, and so I want to kill one person at a time. And instead of trying to jive them and here, buy my music, now let me give you something to help you and attach it to it.
yeah.
And that's the new reason I'm back. Like I said, raise kids so different by myself. So it's a different feel now. I rap different. I smile
True,
different. I breathe different.
true.
You
Now,
know, Barry, go ahead.
in dealing with the children now, I have a philosophy, if you will.
What's
Um,
that?
we talk about all these arts, but a lot of us focus on like the graphic and the literary. Why not martial and culinary?
I work on identity.
Identity. Okay.
Yeah.
So elaborate on that, if you will, for those listening, so we can.
At
Because
the,
what does
okay.
identity mean to who?
At the Breathe Light a Chance
Okay.
Center, we work on identity. Several of our kids know the test, but they don't know what they're being tested for. I was one of the kids that went to school knowing what to think. My friends were going to school learning how to think. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
that's
with that, if your mother is a nurse kind of girl and she's a RPN or CMA, and your dad most of the time he is working class, he electrician or something, we won't want to try to get you to be better than that. but to match what they do and start from where you are instead of some eventually you're going to be an astronaut and you go to college 6 years and you ain't figured it out and you were following what you call it and 10 years go by and now you're just a teenager again. So now I think by your freshman year, if you're not a college recruit, we teach you a trait and a sense of identity. Who are you? What weather can you do without? We call that finding your you. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite car? I don't want you to meet your friend and y'all suddenly got the same car. You know what I mean? And we're gonna
Oh,
mark all those things. I'm gonna find out about yourself. Can
okay.
you conversate with somebody? How's your
So
relationship with your mom? Are you a single parent home guy? If she don't have a dad, she's probably not gonna make a good housewife. Why? Because they're not used to sharing space with a man. And if you see what I'm saying, and if he's raised by a woman, he's gonna probably act like one.
yeah,
You know, so we gonna nip things in the bud and give you some life training, some decision. Cause all these kids out here dying over fentanyl and stuff like that, man, we didn't never had that problem.
nah.
One or two people were in that lane. Now everybody's in that lane, and there's one or two people that's not. You
Ba-
know, so
ba-
it's now like when we do the breathe light a chance for the most kids that don't have a chance in a two-parent home. Still, you gotta live and be a productive citizen wherever you live in that. And
True.
that's the focus and the goal of what I'm doing now. Instead of, we grew up to Easy E, Tupac, Biggie, and you still got to have a little sting in it. I like my food Cajun, but
Can't
it's
forget.
got to be a
Can't forget
message in it.
Trick. Yeah, Trick Daddy was on his hard stuff too. So
That's my dog, and he still came out with "Baby I'm a Thug," and it was
yeah,
melodic and pretty and Grammy nominated.
pap, 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 pap. Oh my gosh. Yes, man.
Yeah,
The synapses are just firing right now from some of these tunes. All right,
yeah.
so we got two of your tracks here. I think these are your latest releases. One's called All Night. I got the radio mix, and then I have All on Me.
Let's go all night long. Ain't long enough. You know how you remember you used to be a lover when you were 17 to 25. You could go to work, dance, fight, and go home with her. Well, now that I'm 47, all night long ain't long enough to do. If I do any one of those exercises, I'm going to need a nap.
Ah,
So,
I
so I
hear
got it all. The scene of this is I got it all set up like we used to be, and we used to love each other. And we used to could, move the coffee table and eat and go dance and and all that. But
it.
now, that evening we're gonna need a whole weekend to do all that stuff. So all night long ain't long enough.
Okay, all right. We're gonna get to it all night long. Big V of the Nappy Roots, episode 346 of the Terrell Effect. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm in Canada.
Y'all check out the show.
It ain't long enough, no. It ain't long. All night long ain't long enough. All night long, it ain't it ain't long. All night long ain't long enough.
Show you right.
It ain't long.
You know,
No,
the look became a stare. 3 days on the phone. Got us right here. Kevin Hart on. Got me tonight. Lips on your neck. Eye contact.
It's real. Yeah,
Hands on hands.
glad to
Kiss.
see you, man.
Fight it till we can't. Look in your eyes. Asking our TV now. Slow music. High and feel goosebumps. Tense up.
Yeah, all day.
Stop. My voice is tripping.
work at the gym. We
Yes.
see me every morning. When I come in and turn the tap back, look at it like that. I said,
No,
man,
you
he's like,
want this
man,
bad as I want it fast. My heart beating
44.
won't slow down. Keep
Yeah,
pulling my
see
head
it.
every time I go down.
I just need something for
On a
And
lay
you
with.
come back.
Let's figure this out.
It ain't long, all night long, ain't long enough. No, it ain't long, all night long, it ain't long
Yeah,
enough.
I'm
Ooh,
like,
it ain't long,
44.
all
What's
night
that?
long,
Yeah,
ain't long enough.
okay. Two at a time and just watch something she like. Yeah, okay. And tell her to get up and stand up in
Then it
about
kind
20
of
minutes
smelled
okay.
and
good.
see how she feels.
What do I even get
Can't
for that?
say
This
what
shit
it
feels.
was. It just crept right up on us. Sort of like the shake you had that wouldn't
But yeah,
stop.
Alex works at the gym and we just cut up and we see. So, hey,
As I rubbed you back, seemed like our stories matched. Never in life have I felt like that. Held and hugged. More mental
Thank you,
than
sir.
thank you.
It's great meeting you, man. I just try. I try.
Travis, come back and see me anytime.
Well, I will because I got to come back and get more.
Yeah,
you.
Hey, good luck.
Being you is so
appreciate it.
cool. If this is wrong, I can't be right for the rest of my life. I'ma cherish tonight. Right now, my guards are down, I swear. Rubbing on your back, fingers in your hair. Have no idea how we got here. You're forever on my mental. Keep you in my prayer.
It ain't long, all night long, ain't long enough. No, it ain't long, all night long, it ain't long enough. Ooh, it ain't long, all night long, ain't long enough. It ain't long, no,
Now, for some reason, two things come to mind when I hear this song.
What that tell?
Okay, the first thing that came to mind was that this belongs in a Wayne's Brothers movie.
Right on.
Second thing that came to mind was it could make an interesting SNL skit.
Let's
Just,
work, baby boy.
just
Let's
really
work.
like the first two things that came to mind are just like I can imagine something like you know what I mean, like playing the whole song out as a skit.
Yes, sir.
All right. So
Yes, sir.
now I don't know if there is any conversation of a Wayne's Brothers movie in the works right now, but if it happens after this, it's part of the Terrell effect. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Torella, I just need you to start syncing the music.
Uh,
Syncing, let's do something.
yep.
Syncing, let's do something.
See it. You see it. We're gonna make some work. Okay.
Yeah,
All
syncing, let's do something.
All right, all right. So we got this next one here. We're gonna run that. All on me. Let's give them a little bit of background on it though.
Hey, all on me is like coming from working class. You know, y'all both make $180,000, something like that. And y'all just need a weekend. Y'all done raise kids. It's the end of football season, you know, and you, baby, it's all on me this weekend. I done took the kids and babysitter. We're gonna go get us a room at a good motel, catch us a show, eat a steak or two, get us a room, work it out, you know, and it's all on me this time. And anyway, go get your hair done. You know, we're gonna do a weekend. You look like that. You take care of the house pretty good. The kids, you know, ain't nothing bad going on in the house. We ain't competing in the phone. I just want to show you that I really adore you, and it's all on me. My last kid was a girl, so it helped me work on my player and teach out what kind of man to have. So I became that kind of man.
Okay. All right. It's
So
respectable.
it's all on me this weekend now. I might
Uh,
need help with the other shit now if something go wrong. But this weekend for
this week.
working class, baby, it's about on the level of car wash. If you watch Richard Pryor and Daddy Rich back
Okay.
in our day growing up, you know, but you know, we just gonna eat a little mouth shop, you know, do what we do. Ain't got to get your nails done. Put on some of them yoga pants. Let me watch you in them. You know, so I'm like, yeah.
All right, all right. Let's drop the track.
Lord have mercy. She could have her way. I mean, nails done, everything did. Oh man, she could have it all. It's all right with me. Tell her.
You can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with me. You can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me. We can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with you. You can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me. Let me be honest. I said, I've been following you and your ebonics. You got me feeling some type of way, girl, you be on it. What's that you want? I don't know what it is about you, but I just can't get over your introduction. I'll be down to give you everything. Now, wherever you we can go anywhere, wherever you like. You can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with me. You can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me. We can do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with you. You can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl, it's all on me.
Give you a picket fence, house and silver spoon. Put my astronaut suit on and go get
And
you
go get you the moon.
the bath. Snuggle and make you
Make you
laugh.
laugh. Love the temples in the cheek when you smile and laugh. May I have your autograph? Your diabetes sweet, like a rose with no thorn. Beautiful, unique. How about a shopping spree? Everything for free and everything you see. Courtesy of V. By the way, the name is V. You know my resume. Oh no, hell no. Look like a good
We get to know you and have a chance to show you. And if we get to know you, you be loving what I show you. Or we can cool, take a flight on a private jet.
day. We can just play fight, watch the sunset,
On the
picnic on
line,
the lawn. You having fun yet?
it's only just fun. I ain't good.
Hell yeah.
Do
We can.
what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's
Hey,
alright with me.
How y'all
You
doing?
can have what you wanna have, get anything you want. Girl,
In the
it's
middle of an interview.
do what you wanna do, go anywhere you want. It's alright with you.
hey,
You can have what you wanna have,
a song for the
get
summer
anything you
now.
want. Girl,
Oh,
it's
it's a barbecue music, man.
Yeah.
Hey. Somebody got some sun kiss out back, you know. It was hard drinking pop, Coke Classic back in our day. It hurt your mouth. I had to
Yep.
get me some sun kiss to that kind of music.
Okay. Yep. 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 Oh
You know,
girl,
man.
it's all on me.
that's that day party music, man.
It's
Yeah.
all on
People need to get
me.
on that day party stuff. Why are you waiting until 8, 9 o'clock to put an event on, fam? Shoot,
Oh man, we want to do it in the day. We want to meet and greet in the daytime. 11 o'clock done got too late. Ten
yeah,
o'clock and you out of your mind.
yeah. I started like 12. I'll say it starts at 12, but I don't expect anybody till 2.
Yeah, man, I want my party to start. I want to eat Mexican food at 9 a.m. As soon as the kids on the bus,
Wow,
I
man.
want to. I
Yo,
want to party before they get home. I want my shoes off and showered and ready for them.
on your word, I'm gonna have a party sometime in the next month that starts at 10.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna send you the single. I'm just getting the last mix on it called Day Party.
Yeah, bet,
Yeah,
bet.
yeah.
All right. All right, I'll take that. Add it to the catalog. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, man. Okay, so we're close to the halfway mark of the show. And this is where apparently I'm the only one who does this. And there are a lot of people doing interviews globally. Um, I'm surprised. It might have caught on somewhere else in the underground circuit, but I'm just prefacing this with a lot of words because I had an espresso. Um,
Uh,
that being said, I want to flip the script. And when I flip the script is where I give the guest the opportunity to be the host. And they get to make any statements they have or ask any questions they might have thought of during the course of the show or coming into the show. So while I'm on the line with you, Big V, I'm going to flip the script and the floor is yours.
yo, who is your top 5 MCs from New York and why?
Top 5 MCs from New York. Ah, in no particular order?
No particular order.
Particular order. Okay. Okay. Now, forgive me if I'm off by 1 or 2, but I want to say the first one that comes to mind is Rakim. Uh,
These are your 5.
KRS-One is in my head.
Uh-huh.
I would be remiss not to say Method Man.
Uh-huh.
There's a debate right now, like for the next spot between Jay-Z and DMX.
Uh-huh.
So I might just let those two round out the class. Now Rakim was first because he was the first one I was allowed to listen to. Growing up, I was not allowed to listen to hip hop as much as I wanted to.
Right.
We were more of like it was more gospel music, reggae playing, R&B, that kind of stuff. Like you were saying, the
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, the Michael Jacksons, and that kind of built the foundation. But then when you had the release of like the NWAs and you know what I mean, all of those, the gangster rap, if you will, if you weren't listening to it in the areas that I was raised, you know what I mean, then your G card was questioned. And
Sound
you
like
know what
we in the same house. Yeah, yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's like, okay, so I adopted that, but then I couldn't dare say half of what I heard in front of my mother and still have my teeth in my mouth. And that's out
yeah,
of respect. Like I said, I have more respect for my parents than I do the police because my parents didn't need a weapon to scare the life into me. To
yeah,
put the respect into me, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So I listened to it on the off, you know what I mean, off chances that they weren't around, but I was making mixtapes on mixtapes. So on tape. So when it came to what I was allowed to put on there, when I was using my dad's record, his entertainment set was I had like the Rakim because he didn't swear. And you know, what I mean, he had the wordplay and he had the rhyme structure and he had the cadence and the voice. He had like everything that went with
Complete MC. Complete
yeah,
MC.
a complete MC. So then everybody thereafter kind of falls within that, I wouldn't say cookie cutter, but in that general completion. Like they have those 5, you know what I mean, those 5 marks of an MC.
I
So
understand. I
yeah,
understand your 5. I
yeah.
understand you.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I understand.
Okay. All right. All right. Right. So anything else?
This phone on 3%. I got to put it on a charger.
Yes,
Can
sir.
we can we pause this episode because it's gonna die?
All right. All right. We can even reconnect when you have that next single.
Let's do that.
All
And
right.
and and we're gonna pick up your next when I ask you the next interview,
Yes,
your
sir.
top 5 from the West Coast and why.
Okay. Okay. All right. I will have that answer for you.
2 days, I'm gonna deliver a new single called "That's Him" to
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the funeral of a good man.
Okay. Okay. That song sounds like the story of my life, fam.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh man, I lived this one out too, man. Hard 2 years it was.
Oh,
Um, but we gonna man, like I said, next interview, let's go there.
all right. All right. Anytime, bro. We will make this happen. Shout outs to Big V. and you know what I mean, for doing what you do and continuing to be thorough. Bless up, King. Anyone you want to shout out before you cut out?
Shout out to God. It's Easter weekend, and because He live, I can face tomorrow. And y'all be blessed in Canada, man. And Kentucky, we're gonna put some meat on the grill and smile about it.
Sounds blessed. All right, King.
One.
Salute. Okay. Okay, so that was Big V, ladies and gentlemen, of the Nappy Roots. He has definitely made an impact on myself, and he's part of the reason why I do what I do. You know what I mean? Shout out to God. That was honestly one of the most awesome endings that I've had in 346 episodes. When I say shout out to God, because that covers all bases right there. So, you know what I mean? But I got some music here for my virtual admin. We got to play that, but I'm probably gonna peel through some of it. You're gonna get what I call 16 and out. 16 and out is where I play the verse, the chorus, and then we skip to the next song. Sometimes I play a little bit more because I want to hear the vibe. But you know, I gotta play this one song right here, but I gotta find it first because honestly, I wanted to start it with this just to set a vibe. And since he just ended with that, I feel like it makes sense. I used to listen to this game called Stump the Chump. And like off the first 3 notes, Daryl Dahmer used to have to figure out what the song was. Crazy the amount of songs. Like in the 15 years I listened to him, he maybe got stumped 3 times. Yeah. Not to say he didn't get stumped other times, but like the times that I heard him and I used to listen to it religiously. Like only stumped 3 times. So I want to start something like that. But like I'd have to get a really, really popular song and then get someone online and then have them come on and then be like, not like it's not possible. Y'all just have to be willing to participate. So let me know if that's something you want to do. We got Young Craze in the group chat. Y'all show some love for Young Craze, man. Put some comments in here if you want to see a talented MC come to Niagara, because you know what I mean. We want to make things work. We got a bridging gap. He's out in Alberta right now. Top Flow 6 is in the works. That's 6. That's what, number 15, 16, 18 of his releases. Yes, I know the album's called Top Flow 6. But there's other albums with other titles. That's just 6 in that particular series. Excuse me. Yes. All right. So I'll let this whole song play because we want to set the mood. We want to set the tempo. We want to set the tone. Thank you, Kimmy K. Appreciate you as well. That interview, it just felt like a blessing. You know what I mean? There are 7 million people in the world, and y'all taking the time out here to watch me talk to people about things that we're doing in our lives. So, you know what I mean? It's what it is. It is what it is. Oh, man.
That can block me from my blessings, no sure. So make the vibes overflow from the build up. When them think we have a long time, then we go harder before them put a even make a
I got a 4-track back to back by Mesa.
And never stop my blessing. We're moving forward with the grace. Rasta love we are tracing. Blessings, blessings. Feel like I'm living in heaven.
These are new songs to me. I get them every day, so every week I get a new pack of songs. You know what I mean? If you want to get ahead, if you want to get included into this pack, reach out, info@shareshock.ca. We have reached a total of, I want to say, I can safely say approximately 90 countries. We did that. Approximately 90 countries. It's actually at last count about 87. I think 87. But there's a couple that haven't registered because of digital, whatever. But that's 87 countries that are 4 countries Yes, it does. Godfidence is our latest radio station on the VGN, the Village Global Network. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a global thing now. Officially 87 countries we have reached with the Village Global Network, and we are syndicating a total of, oh my gosh, if I'm off it's because we've added shows since our last meeting, but I want to say 19, 21 shows. Let me count, hold on. I got the call up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mafia.
Okay. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 shows with the soon coming, after I get confirmation, we will potentially be having 21 shows. Okay, so with 21 shows, that means we will potentially have 22. I have to have a conversation with an individual who is running his own virtual league, and I'd like to say there's a potential that the VGN is going to be getting into sports and entertainment. But I've already said too much, ladies and gentlemen. So let me put the message out right now. Music for your soul. Mesa. Music for your soul. Lets you escape. Nada, I am the light, I am the glow. Let music take control. My melodies will bring you peace and will give you hope. With every chord, sing every word, it's a melodic sound. Feel the music now. Music for your soul, it takes you to a place. It frees up your mind and lets you escape. Music for your soul, it takes you to a place. It frees up your mind and lets you escape. When I see me, I see magic like a phoenix from the ashes, crown tight, head high. You know it's on tonight. Pull up. When I see me, I see magic like a phoenix from the ashes, crown tight, head high. You know it's on tonight. Each curve tells a story, so fly you can't ignore me. Yes, I know I'm worthy. See what I see. I'm beautiful. Every single way. So beautiful. Every single day. I'm beautiful. Open up and say. In my heart I know you're so beautiful. Every single way. Beautiful. Every single day. So beautiful. Open up and say. Got to know you want me. See you, but can you handle me? There's more to me than beauty. There's power running through me. You can't have the glory without knowing my story. Maybe you are for me if you see what I see. The first song, the artist was Mafio, Maffio, and I want to say Kamani Marley. Emotional inside. I know it's crazy, but you still can touch my heart. And after all this time, you think that I wouldn't feel the same, but time runs into nothing
and nothing's changed. I still believe that someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. I had a dream, someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. Each day of my life, I'm filled with all the joy I could find. You know that I'm not the desperate type. 'Cause if there's one spark of hope left in my grasp, I'll hold it with both hands. It's worth the risk of burning to have a second chance. No, 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 no. I need you, baby. I still believe that we can be together. No, 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 no. We believe that true love never has to end. And we must know we will love again. I still believe someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. Every time I hear your name, boy, give my body tingles up and down. Anytime I'm on your mind, babe, got my permission, come and get it now. Ain't worried about extracurriculars.
This is Mesa.
'Cause he knows just what we're reaching for.
Love Life.
Every day, every night, in every way I
No problem.
look at you. You're my love life. You are mine. You are my love life. My love, my life, my everything nice. You are mine. You are my love life. My love, my life, my everything right. Yeah, yeah. Every time you touch my skin, it's on. You can feel the sparks flowing strong, baby. Like that first night that I took it down. Oh yeah, let's get it on was our favorite song. Ain't worried about extracurricular, 'cause he knows just what we're reaching for. Every day, every night, in every way I look at you. You're my love life.
Black Page. I Got Soul.
I got soul. I got soul. I was just thinking since I was here first about all the things that running out of my chest, and how me and my people got so much trouble. Oh, oh. We accepted a God that we never laid to rest, and now we're sitting here worn, beat down, and depressed, left without knowing
so I gotta do this.
one another.
It's the pull up.
I do. I got soul. I got soul. I got soul. I was just thinking since I was here first about all the things that running out of my chest and how me and my people got so much trouble. Oh. We accepted a God that we never laid to rest, and now we're sitting here worn, beat down, and depressed, left without nowhere to do for one another. I do believe that we have the power inside of we to be all the ancestors want us to be. All we have to do is love one another. If you want to build a nation, we got to take care of our needs and stop having her begging to survive off another man's genes and get our children off this unrighteous feed. Yeah. I got soul. I got soul.
From the tips of my head to the soles of my shoes. If you walk just a mile, I have you singing the blues. Rhythm that I got is so infectious too. Rock and roll, honey, here's what comes from you. We can be anything that we wanna be if we can first have some unity. Come on, go on and ride with me. Let's fix these problems, please. We walk in syncopation, the beat creating others in mere fascination. Mystified by the soul inside, we making bodies vibrate, moving them side to side. Come on, let's groove tonight. Turn the volume high. DJ, just spin it one more time, no matter who you are. You know this feeling's right. We're connected from this planet to the sun, moon, and stars. We got soul.
I got soul.
Breakfast in bed. Teddy St. John.
Good morning. It's time to wake up. It's been a long, long time you've been on the grind. I have to serve you cause you're mine. You're flawless without no makeup. I really hope you have an appetite for me. So let me put some fruits in the basket. Start the morning fantastic. See you with plum, put it on your tongue, then flip it up like gymnastics. Anything you want, you can have it. Sausage, yellow, the planted. Can make love on the empty belly. I'll give you some breakfast in that honey, breakfast in that cocoa. Girl, you're the love of my life, and I excited tonight to give you some breakfast in that honey, breakfast in that cocoa. Girl, you really love the way I'll fix you some bacon and eggs in there.
We've entered the season where various religious doctrines have converged. Easter, Passover, and Ramadan. There's also poetry month nationally here in Canada. So have a listen to these ones from the archive. I've got Soul by Black Page and Anthony Kelly. Let's serve up breakfast in bed with unique parts of Teddy St. John. And then we'll step into the Highland Star featuring Wale with If Pretty Was a Person.
Breakfast is the best start of the day. Don't be nervous, gal, we can play. I am here to serve you today. Let me put some.
I didn't realize it was Wale because I don't really watch commercial television. I greeted him, he acknowledged me and my performance, and then I left without realizing
If pretty was a person,
for the second time that I probably could have made a career move at that point, but I was more February.
if pretty was a person,
Either way,
if pretty was a person,
Pretty Was a Person.
pretty was a person, it'll be you. You the meanest, nicest teen devil. Angel face, but you know you the devil. Better you on another level. Already know, but girl, I gotta tell ya. Why you acting hard to forget? It's giving my biggest flex. Got all these affectionate, but they can't even handle that. Oh, no. If pretty was a person, if pretty was a person, if pretty was a person, it'd be you. If pretty was a person, if pretty was a person, if pretty was a person, it'll be you.
And you, love, okay now, okay now what can I say? You see you here, and I'm here, so that ain't nothing but fate. I don't care if you don't care, so I ain't up in your face. Cause I'm too fresh to be pressed, and you too lit to be lame, okay? Look, Ferris in town, pretty and brown. I really was out thinking flow Millie in town. They roll my L's when I'm winning, won't hold me up when I'm down. And yet the ones that love my figures can't figure me out, okay? You pretty, yeah, I heard that, yeah. You pretty, you deserve that, yeah. Okay, if pretty was a person, I say pretty, please. You know pretty isn't perfect, you know. Hold on.
If pretty was a person,
with your pretty.
If pretty was a person, if pretty was a person, it'll be you.
Okay. Just kind of start. Let's do it. Let's hear my story. This is the Terrell Effect, ladies and gentlemen, episode 346. In the mix. Yours truly, the Black. You share the shock.ca. Check it out.
Every beat made by my heart is for you. For every drink hit after dark, here's you.
Shout out to everyone that's been on the show. Shout out to Big V and the Nappy Roots. Pulling up today. Rarely have I come across some more humble cat. That was one of the most interesting interviews I've done, hands down. Yeah, it's a good question that he asked me. I like that question. That made me think about why I do what I do. Who influenced me to do it.
Can you complete this picture of me? Please don't deny me. Come on, get closer, baby. Hear my story.
Okay, dreadlocks. Time for dreadlocks. How you gonna remember it? Let's open up a segment again called Block Talks. Block Talks is gonna hit the street this summer. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Stand up in love.
Stand up in love, I say. I'll never fall in love. I'm gonna stand up in love, oh yeah. If you fall in love and you can't get up, tell me what would you do?
Just 420 DNA. 420 Designs and Apparel. If it's in you, it should be on you. Sponsors of Me and the Boys Wrestling. Me and the Boys Wrestling. Wake up. Choose violence. Yeah. Only on the video game though. Don't do it in real life. People get hurt. You don't like that.
I'll never fall in love.
Yes, here are a few selections from the new album. Played earlier, Music for Your Soul by Mesa, our soul artist from Baltimore. Now we're playing Fredlocks, Stand Firm in Love, because as Sidney, Craig, and Vernon Mesa on Then, oh wow, Jazedic and Queen Omega and Ice bring you Kill Them.
Too much madness upon the land. I gotta wonder if it's because the time's so hard.
Or it's cause of too much smoking. I don't know. I want to know. Yeah.
Much money killer in a Jamaica. With no remorse or no respect for the creator. Some in a uniform police impersonator. Them venomous just like a rattlesnake. Babylon a go kill them cause them a murderers. And the citizen a go kill them cause them a burglar. And them friend them a go kill them cause them a traitors. Vigilantes a go kill them cause them a rapers.
Two more left for a cut out.
Kill them cause them a murderer. And the citizen a go kill them cause them a
Capital D
burglar.
lined up class slang tang rhythm. Featuring Rumble coming up next.
Audio check 1, 2, 3.
It's from the big bad outer, international sound, as I would say. We'll make some jump and run away.
Audio check 1, 2, 3.
It's from the big bad outer, international sound, as I would say. We'll make some jump and run away. Them sound over there, so right now, if we move ya, make way for the big sound and left from Poya. Every dog plate that the place Basuda. Evacuate the premises or get run over. Make sure that when you talk to me nice. Cause right now we're ready for crumble and paralyze. At somebody if them think man nice, them will tell you how me quick for make the baseline rise. Because the last somebody try and disrespect. Get some top for make the thing them connect. My sound a big sound and we don't like to take threat. Tell the drop and don't forget. Them sound over there so right now if we move ya. Make way for the big sound and left from Poya. Every dog plate that the place Basuda. Evacuate the premises or get run over. Jaja bless. Oh, yeah. I and I pray. Oh yeah. Jaja bless. Don't let them hold me down in a them stress. When I burden on this journey, all I need, Jaja is. Guide our thoughts and direct our footsteps. And our prayers, doing everything.
Jaja bless.
Giving all the love I got. For the people of this world, they don't never understand. The bastard is full, people with they got a lot. The more them get, and the more them running on. The life of luxury, vanity and ever flowing cash. If we are no love, them no God. Yeah. What a life, what a life, what a life. I give thanks for life. I not make no one worthy sacrifice. Jah control my life.
Yo, Mazza, give thanks for life. On the Terrell Effect, episode 346. You are in the mix.
Give thanks for life every day. Give thanks for life every day. Give thanks for life every day. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for life every day. Give thanks for life every day. Give thanks for life every day. Every day.
Two words are rare. That is Pablo. Track called Bright Star. feel like this is just mission mode. And by the sound of it is. So I'm going to take this time to talk to you about a few of the things that we have going on here at Expose the North and Culture Shock. Ladies and gentlemen, we just finished the show yesterday with Black Rabbit Music Group, Rabbit Gang. As we exposed the North, we were at Bridgeworks in Hamilton. It's an excellent venue for going events. Check them out. 200 St. Caroline Street in Hamilton. You're welcome. Coming up June 17th. Yeah, I know it's April. But trust me, this time next week it'll be June 17th. And you're going to want to be a part of the showcase. What is the showcase? It is called Expose the North on Stage, ladies and gentlemen, where we will be doing just that, exposing the North on stage. We will have talent from around the GTA and beyond, the MAGA region and beyond, the GTHA and beyond, gold portion, if you will. And also people might even come from the States. But we're going to have showcase of talents in a variety of fashions. Come check it out, Camp Cataract, 4317 Queen Street, Niagara Falls. It is the place to be. June 17th, doors open at, I want to say 8, but I'm going to say 7, because y'all ain't going to show up till like 8:39 anyways. It is what it is. What else we got going on? Check out the show on Wednesdays we have called Candid Conversations, taking a little bit of a temporary hiatus. Not even a hiatus, we just have, an alternate schedule right now because there's a few things going on. Still working on the latest issue of Culture Shock magazine. But, I want to play this here because it says the parts are not done. And after this, who knows where life's going to take me. I know it's going to take me to after that, who knows? Either way, DJ Motivate and Jerk Days. If we're going to be globally syndicated, we got to recognize global talent.
See, the sunlight come, the party now go done, cause we turn it up. The party now go done, when you see the sunlight come, the party now go done, cause we turn it up. Turn it up now, 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 turn it up now.
Oh, I gotta play One by me at least. Come on.
Turn your roll, me say, if you pull your kimbo. Where this I got a full skating no limbo. You have to know me, I the chief, them says so. All of the pint me reach, coming like Fable. When me a feed, me bring the whole table. Undisputed, era the best table. This thing can eat the end up and the gable. No fall or judge them, think we unstable. They read a talk with them and move forward. Succeed and walk on strong, not need no words. We stand the ground if you walk along absurd. Build the war, although I'm sure you have heard. From here to the street, from street now in the suburb. You can't find me if your piece is disturbed. Do the piece of me a chat. None of us out at the back. We ever on the attack. Check some of the throwbacks. I'm do. Me and the chief, and she say something she want me. The kind of love me give, can't buy with money. Them all a cuss want me, they bright and sunny. Watch I shut me stuff, you not run me. Me and the chief, and she say something she want me. The kind of love me give, can't buy with money. Them all a cuss want me, they bright and sunny. Watch I shut me stuff, you not run me.
Run the track!
But there you suck, because it's a way me a seek. No go on like a bird, and me have to broke your beak. It's a minor thing, well and easy to tweak. Now for unbrickle, me coming iron like the sheep, similar to the sea. Me I try to bring the peace, some of them are gone like dancing in the streets. Better show respect, when no come around the G. Better pick one, pop on the energy, you not the bleed. Me and the puppet show, to bad mind me not cater. Me focus on the drive, and becoming greater. Anytime anyone wants to scam me paper, let me know me fix focus like a laser case. But after that, I make the beat leaner. Hot under the color, you coming like a steamer. I bring them a follow because the passion's green. And the press me for nothing because me are the leader. The chief, and she say something she want me. The kind of love me give, can't buy with money. Them all a cuss want me, they bright and sunny. Watch I shut me stuff, you not run me.
Yeah. Crazy. Look. Shit, I told them all, yeah. My team is hungry, just know that we ready for ball. Shit, I told them all, yeah. My team is hungry, just know that we ready for ball. Niggas want smoke, jeez. Glock in my hand and I'm playing up the crib in my drawers. Fuck up the game, nigga. We not the same. We cannot kick it with y'all. They want me quit, I ain't listen at all. Fresh off the loss, but I've been here before.
Fresh off the porch in my pistol and stay in my hand, but I feel like it's more like a missile. Coppers, they wanted me locked, but I stay on my job, they inform me, they want me with issues. See, I'm in that red, same color as tissue. I get them ready, they coming to get you. Riddle with bullets that hit in your tissue. I told you continue, don't play with my men, no, my niggas don't take. Slip through your temple and hit up your face. Start touching your body, I'm in on your plate. I need some bitches that came from my day to go do how I do what I do when I say. Choppers on deck like it's Lebanon. I got 40 ways to have you dead and gone. That Revy on me looking very long, and you can have it on you and get buried on. I know some brothers ain't telling the truth, but they told me they never lie. End up a witness, they pointing their finger, they ready to testify on you. Ice on my neck like it's 4 degrees. Remember having days I couldn't afford a beat. Some bitches are paying, now they sold to me, and niggas hate to pack them like a quarter key. I'm in that ghost, I give up the toast. They pay for the high when they order me, and even still want my soul. But I when I go, they making that money before to me. I feel like I'm Richie Porter, had them itches snorting, made me feel important. When I mix the soda, they gon' say it's over. Got it from the border, hit the plane, the boy, I told them all.
Yeah. Credits. You now tuned in.
I'm gonna play that.
TFM Radio. We live. Yeah. You ain't fucking around with my Gouda. Still stack up with my brother. Backwoods rolling that good. How you gon' flex no pusher? With a couple baddies when I pull up. I be on my bread like butter. Talking but they don't know nada. Tell them I said suck your hey. I got your salary all on my chain. I found this music in all of my pain. Y'all nigga, I don't think y'all move the same. I got a problem with all of these lanes. Listen. Yeah, all this Henny, I might drown in the sauce. 3 or 4 bitches make it clap for me. Yeah, nigga, that's a round of applause. I'm steady looking for me, so I hit his block and I couldn't find him at all. I was trying to put my rap shit back in the day, but the timing was wrong. If I don't fuck with you and you hit my phone, I ain't acknowledging none. Mama Matter came up out of jail with a diploma, dropped out of college for none. Christ, you ain't fucking around with my Gouda. Still stack guap with my brother. Backwoods rolling that gooder. How you gon' flex no pusher? With a couple baddies when I pull up. I be on my bread like butter. Talking but they don't know nada. Tell them I said suck.
My private name, private number. The track's called
This is all I know. 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 This is all I know.
The track's called
This is all
Khalifa.
I know. This is all I know. This is all I know.
Close down with the
Girl,
POE.
you beautiful. Now
They're gonna
you
make this
turn
my
so
closing song.
cold. You feel all alone. You can't find your soul. You moving too fast. Need to take it slow. Out here like a hoe. Cause that's all you know. Young boys on the block. Out here selling coke. He stayed on 10 toes. That's the life he chose. He ain't got no feelings. Said his heart is cold. Rolling with his pole. Cause that's all he knows. This is all I know. 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 This is all I know.
Produced by Driving Under Insanity, also known as G. Featuring someone else, also known as the D.O. Ladies and gentlemen, song's called Shout Out. I want to take this time to shout you all out. For watching, listening, doing whatever you do, sharing, liking, subscribing, adding, telling people. I mean, remembering. We are here doing the thing. Episode 347 will be next week. Just bank on it. Have? Now. What I want to do is shout out Big G. Shout out CG. Shout out QK. Shout out Samantha Bell. Shout out Young Spray. Shout out DUI. Shout out, you know what I mean, my studio guests. Shout out, you know what I mean, my daughter. Shout out parents. Shout out Most High. You know what I mean? Shout out everybody else who's doing their thing.
Shout out to the strugglers, paycheck to paycheck. My net pay is gross, so knows where all my sick days went. Shout out to the silence, shout out to all the words. Shout out to the soundless voices struggling to be heard. Shout out to all the dreamers that get rich quick schemers. Shout out to all the truth and to all the non-believers. Shout out, come and get your flowers. Shout out, come and get your flowers. Shout out. Shout out, come and get your flowers. Shout out, come and get your flowers. Shout out, come and get your flowers. Come and get your flowers. Shout out, come and get your flowers. Shout out, come and get your flowers.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 346 of the Terrell Effect. It's come to a close. We're definitely jamming today. Check me out next week. Look for Me and the Boys Wrestling, James Owen Brown on YouTube, youtube.com/@POEZ or James Owen Brown on YouTube. Check him out. Driving Under Insanity. Look him up. I am the block. The Most High is the reason why I walk what I talk. Day of dark as I play my part. Understand my wit stays sharp as a sharp. Yeah, I said it. Sharp as a shark. Sharp as a shark. All right, so let's get it. This is the last one. That was the last one. I have some running around to do. It's Saturday. Happy Easter, Queen. Bless up, everybody. Enjoy your chocolate and your eggs and your fun stuff, your festivities. If it's Easter for you or Passover or Ramadan, whatever it is, however you celebrate, just celebrate life. Do yourself a favor. Celebrate life. Bless up.